It's Tuesday, checkout day. On one hand, don't want to. On the other hand, I'm looking forward to home. We have snow there. Oh. Well, we ate breakfast in the Market Cafe. Didn't film it because it was just
same breakfast we've been
eating. Same thing we've been eating. Beautiful morning. Sitting here waiting until our shuttle comes. Look real close, you can see the ocean way over there. See it probably on the shuttle. That's where most adventures happen. We're at our gate in the airport. They forced us to give up one of our carry-ons. They would only accept one carry-on for 2 people. And my camera and all my memory cards are in my other one. I sure hope it gets there. That would be a shame if that got lost. But it happened so fast, so quick, they would try to argue with them. Nope. So, when I couldn't film inside, because they say no filming inside the coming across. I'll tell you.
The herding cattle part.
Yeah, the herding cattle part. The shuttle ride here was death-defying, to say the least.
Yeah, like you go to Punta Cana to relax and just stress, and then 1 hour ride to the airport just puts it all back. That's it.
It was crazy.
Like he's supposed to be going 50 kilometers an hour, and he's going 120.
Yeah, and passing on corners. It's crazy. Anyway, I'll talk to you more about that after. Bye.
So we got home, and I had to drop Glen off at the end of the driveway because we live near a highway, and he had to walk up to the house. And look at the snow, my goodness, and he only has runners on. I would have walked, but I only had sandals on.
Oh, you had to drive the car anyway. You were sitting there waiting. The snow was deep and hard to walk through.
Yeah. You didn't even put your boots on, your winter boots. Did at least you put your winter coat on.
Oh yeah, it was cold.
Big difference from that 30 degrees Celsius that we were living in for the past week.
Yeah. The steps here are really like covered in snow and slippery, so I was just taking my time. If I fell down, it would have been more hurt.
And there you're trugging off to your truck.
I've cleaned it off now and swept it off. Thank goodness for those
10-ply tires.
Goodyear, Wrangler, Track tires. They didn't spin at all, just crawled through the snow.
Yeah, like that's about over a foot of snow that was there.
But a bank by the road.
Yeah, that was 2 foot. Solid. Least.
Now this here part is speeded up a little bit, like, you know.
So you're just cutting the bank so that I can get in with the car, and
yeah.
I'm going to follow those tracks.
Yeah, just enough to pack it down a little bit through the bank.
It looks like you cut a little bit too close to the fountain. You may have hit the curb there.
I ran over the curb, but I couldn't really tell where it was with all that snow.
And it's still coming down, so you can't see anything.
There, I really ran over. At least I didn't hit the fountain.
Cool. So here's where I wait for cars to go by and give myself a good run.
You can see your headlights way over there, parked there.
Yeah, cross on Toivo
There you
Street.
come. Rum, 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 rum.
Just like a stock car racer. I was starting to spin a little bit, not much, so.
I think you could have made it if the bank wasn't there.
Yeah.
But that bank was pretty big. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Park right there.
I wasn't too happy to get off the car with my sandals, which meant I had to just walk in the snow.
At least I had
I put socks on.
At least I had running shoes.
Socks
Now,
and
folks,
sandals are good.
Yeah, for sure. We're just about at the end of this part of the video, but stay tuned. We're going to be giving our lowdown
Summary.
on our tips and...
Summary. I will just give a quick summary of the do's and don'ts and what we liked and disliked.
Yeah. Just short piece, but you should stay tuned. It's worthwhile.
Okie do, let's get these suitcases out of here and hauled into the house. So now that you're home, you're done the shoveling, you've cleaned up the mess. Now it's time to relax. What did you think of your trip? It was the first time you've been in the south of Caribbean.
I simply loved the environment. I loved the trip. The resort was really beautiful. I really enjoyed myself there.
Yeah, it's the first time that I'd been in the Dominican. I guess very, very good because there was a variety of pools, variety of restaurants, sort of different than what we normally would get at another resort. But I love the spa.
I didn't go to the spa.
I loved it. I had a deep full body massage and manicure. I was going to go back the following day for a facial in a hot rock steam, but I thought, no, the credit card could use a rest.
I didn't go to the spa, it didn't feel like it. I just wanted to laze around and enjoy the place.
Yeah. What did you like? What did you dislike? Is there anything you disliked?
I loved all the food. Like, obviously there's going to be some flavors that are not my flavor because but they offer flavors for everybody. They offer different dishes for everybody. What did I not like? In a little way, the servers, the staff were too attentive. There's like maybe 3-4 people serving you, it seemed, at the same time. Yes, there was one main server, but there was other people would serve you also and dote on you. If you needed anything, they would give it to you, which made it hard to know who to tip. I like giving a tip for good service. And it's hard to say who to tip.
Well, when you consider, if as a person of business, you consider that there was so much servers, the resort had only been open for 3 months. My guess, and I told us is they just hired all the staff on a 6-month contract, and I think that they're all trying to prove that they can get hired, like they can go longer, because to have 2 people who were hosts at every restaurant we went, there was always 2 hosts, and then the host would just wave over to somebody that's going to be your server. So there was that's an overkill in staff. So that's my guess is how they worked it. But when you consider the people who were serving you drinks at the pool, all the walking that they had to do all over the place in the 30-degree heat, they were worth a tip.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Because, it's a poor country. So they do need all the tips they can get.
One thing that I didn't like was the immediate offer of 1 free hour of massage with the following conditions: that you had to go off-site to a resort, which to me, the connoisseur brought the person over to talk to us.
On our first day there.
And it was even before we got our room. So, we're going to give you this free massage, but here's an opportunity that you need to come to the next resort, which was a Hyatt chain, but nonetheless, we've already chosen this. Why would we want to go to another one for breakfast in order to be eligible for a draw? With matching the last 4 digits of your credit card, which of course you have to bring. So it's very obviously it was a sales pitch there, whether it was a timeshare or a membership to a Hyatt. We didn't go, so we don't know what that was. So yeah, that would be something you'd be careful of, because when you consider the concierge had brought the person over and introduced us to him, so you thought, oh, this is okay.
I felt very uncomfortable with that deal.
But other than that, one thing, the music and entertainment was great, except for the fact that it being new, they probably haven't established their sound system yet. They were very hard, and I think whoever they hired in order to entertain were bringing their own, so there wasn't a covered area for them, because if it rained, which it did in evenings, then they'd have to pack up their stuff because you couldn't leave their amplifier out. So it was a little bit.
This is not their main stage.
No,
this is in the center
the rendezvous, the meeting place. But that meeting place was used quite regularly, and it was nice for to connect with other people.
But the main stage and all that, they had their own sound system.
Yes, yeah.
Now I had one. I don't know if subscriber or not, but one comment on yesterday, another previous video, and asking about pants in the restaurants, long pants for the guys. And my thought on that is, every restaurant, they have a sign outside that gives the menu and this little briefing that they would like it to dress elegant, and like you could wear shoes and everything, doesn't have, just not flip-flops, and don't wear shorts, wear long pants for the guys. And well, I know you're at a resort and a hot day and all that, and you might want to wear your shorts, but I felt like these people are putting on this really elegant dinners and meals, an environment for us to go there and visit and enjoy, and they're trying their darndest to be their top notch. They had the towel over their arm and everything, and I feel like it's why not wear a pair of pants? It makes it that much better.
There were people who did wear shorts, but I mean they weren't like cutoffs or
They weren't
speedos or anything like that.
No.
So,
but the people wearing shorts also weren't throwing out. They allowed them.
But nonetheless, I think
I
that
enjoyed wearing long pants to these dinners, because it made me feel like I was in an elegant place, in a high class place. Yes, you don't pay for it outright, because whatever you want, you can order 2 meals if you wanted to. And I also feel like the long pants makes it seem like, well, my lady or guy, whichever, dressed up in their finest for me or something nice for me. Why can't I wear pants and reciprocate and dress up for my partner?
Thank you.
And so if you just bring them, pack a pair of pants. What's the weight of a pair of pants?
I guess the one thing to be cautious of is when they ask you if you want to see the wine list. There is house wines, red and white, available at every restaurant, which is included in your all-inclusive. But if you happen to order from the wine list, then you do pay for it. And it's only sold in bottles. So, and of course it's US dollars, which is, for probably something that you could buy at the liquor store for $18, you were paying like $96 or something like that. So just be cautious of that, unless you really want to enjoy a good, bottle of wine. Then
I enjoyed their house wine. The house wine was free at the table, and they were all good. They didn't serve bad house wine.
But other than that, everything was good. We would recommend them, and we'd probably go again.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching.